Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. I'm Sammy, your host, and today we're diving into The Gambler by Fyodor Dostoevsky, a short but intense novel that unpacks obsession, risk, humiliation, and the madness of chance. Written in a burst of desperation to pay off his own gambling debts, Dostoevsky poured his personal demons into this story, creating a world where the roulette wheel spins not just for money, but for love, dignity, and the thin line between control and self-destruction. Let's step into this high-stakes tale, so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. The novel follows Alexei Ivanovich, a young tutor working for a Russian aristocratic family abroad in a fictional European spa town, essentially a stand-in for Baden-Baden, where Dostoevsky himself gambled and lost heavily. Alexei is intelligent, sensitive, and deeply unstable. From the very start, we feel the nervous tension of a man balancing between self-awareness and reckless abandon. Alexei serves a dysfunctional household led by the general, a pompous figure who is desperately waiting for an inheritance from his wealthy, dying aunt. The entire family's financial survival hinges on her death, and they all hover around the telegram wires like vultures. There's also Polina Alexandrovna, the general's stepdaughter, with whom Alexei is passionately and painfully in love. Polina is cool, elusive, and emotionally manipulative. She holds Alexei close, then pushes him away, giving him just enough hope to keep him tortured and loyal. When Polina asks Alexei to gamble on her behalf, he hesitates at first but then agrees, driven by a desire to prove himself, to win her admiration, or maybe her love. He walks into the casino with a few coins and walks out with thousands of francs. The experience is electric. In that moment, he discovers the intoxicating pull of gambling, not just as a game of chance, but as a feverish dance with fate. From there, Alexei's descent begins. He returns to the tables again and again, driven by emotion, ego, and a growing compulsion. He tells himself he can stop, that he's only gambling for a purpose, for Polina, for pride, but the truth is more tangled. Each win feeds his confidence. Each loss feeds his need to win again. The wheel becomes his god, his enemy, his lover. Meanwhile, the general's world begins to crumble. The anticipated death of Grandmama, the wealthy aunt, doesn't go as planned. In a twist of dark humor, she shows up alive and vibrant at the hotel. And not only does she show up, but she marches into the casino herself and begins gambling with gusto, eventually losing a fortune. Her reappearance throws the entire household into chaos. The inheritance is gone, the debts remain, and the general spirals into disgrace. Alexei, now fully ensnared in his obsession, loses all sense of proportion. His relationship with Polina deteriorates. She tests him, mocks him, seems to hate him and need him at once. At one point, he wins a massive sum and rushes to give it to her, to prove his devotion. But she's repulsed. She sees his love as tainted, polluted by the madness of the game. She doesn't want his money, she wanted something else, something he can no longer give. By the novel's end, Alexei is left alone in a foreign city, surrounded by gamblers, conmen, and dreamers. He's lost everything that mattered, Polina, his dignity, his purpose. And yet he remains captivated by the idea of a comeback, convinced he could win again, fix it all, reclaim what he's lost. It's a bitter ending, not with a crash, but with a man still trapped in hope, still believing in the next spin. The Gambler isn't just about addiction, it's about human desperation. It's about how easily we trade what's real for the thrill of the unknown. Dostoevsky captures the manic highs and crushing lows of risk, the way love can blur into possession, and how we sabotage ourselves chasing illusions of control. The novel is short, sharp, and raw, written in just a few weeks under a punishing deadline, and pulsing with the urgency of lived experience. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. If you found this look at The Gambler compelling, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading. And remember, sometimes the biggest gamble is not at the table, but in the choices we make with our hearts.